Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
I got nothing I have to do. I got all day to see it through. I'm just a kid, do what I want. All summer long, I play my song. Wind in my hair, sun warms my skin. Riding my red bike all day until the sun sets. Perfect end to perfect June day. Small town summer, me and all my friends. Got no worries, got no problems. Summer never ends. I eat my lunch, go back outside. Sunshine, blue sky. Go find my friends. All summer long, we share our lives. Memories made, strong bonds for life. Wind in my hair, sun warms my skin. Riding my red bike all day until the sun sets. Perfect end to perfect June day. Small town summer, me and all my friends. Got no worries, got no problems. Summer never ends. Basketball, football too. Swimming pools, climbing trees, building forts, comic books, playing games, TV shows, cereal, watch cartoons, radio, telling jokes, get in fights, laugh all day, little league, riding bikes. Wind in my hair, sun warms my skin. Riding my red bike all day until the sun sets. Perfect end to perfect June day. Small town summer, me and all my friends. Got no worries, got no problems. Summer never ends.
And there we go, the perfect video for starting off summer. And Memorial Day is coming up. Start of summer here in the U.S. as we view it. So great song from Gordon Lee Weaver. And I'm going to do this without further ado. I'm going to bring up Where's Pete? And Pete is here, and let's figure out where Pete is. So there he is, Pete Johns, everybody. Who's muted because he knows how this works.
I was backstage, muted like a good boy, and forgot to press the button. Hello, Chris. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you, mate?
Yeah, very, very well. I'm walking the back streets of Adelaide as I am prone to do on a Friday around lunchtime or a Thursday night, depending where you are in the world. So, yeah, it's our autumn. We're about to go into winter time around here, so it's the exact opposite time of the year. But as you can tell by the blue skies, I live in a pretty nice part of the world that doesn't get super cold, unlike your good self there in Colorado, where you're probably looking forward to some warmer times.
Yeah, it was cold this winter. Although Coldacre, who's in Melbourne, said it was like freezing a couple days.
Yeah.
Right about, 0 to...
Well, we
pretty
did.
Crazy. He said it usually doesn't get that cold.
Our mornings here at the moment it was 2 degrees today, and I'm like, I asked the special assistant, "What's the weather?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's 2 degrees." I'm like, "That's not enough. 2 degrees is not enough.
It needs to be more.
It needs to be more. That's Celsius though. Before folks in Fahrenheit go, "Oh my God, it must be snowing." No, it's 2 degrees Celsius.
Chad Freeman is saying, "Where in the world is Pete Johns? Is Pete in China? Is he in Mexico? Is he on Mars? Did I win?"
Oh, if only, if only. It's usually going to be Adelaide, but one day I'll surprise you, and I'll be somewhere else. Maybe I'll be in Melbourne. In fact, I am going to Melbourne. I'm going to the snow, which is weird because we do have snowfields in Australia. A lot of folks don't realise that we actually have quite a few fairly high mountains, and in the wintertime, there are snowfields and people go skiing, and it's a thing. So yes, the family and I are heading over to Melbourne and then heading up to Mount Hotham, which is one of the more popular snowy areas.
Very good. What is your snow season?
So it's basically starting now. There's just been some light snowfall there, so it's June, July, into a bit of August, and that's about it. It's a short season, and it's quite variable. So I'm not a skier, so I won't be too concerned as long as there's a warm fire and a cup of cocoa with maybe a little shot of something in there to kick back and relax. I'll be very happy.
There you go, a little peppermint schnapps, yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Das ist good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe it or not, 2 ski resorts as of last weekend were still open here in Colorado.
Whoa, that's a long season. That's a very long season.
Yeah, it is. November to almost June. Sometimes they'll make it into June.
I guess yes, you are known for your altitude there, so I guess you're closer to the weather, so you get to get more of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hate going down to I love the ocean, but my problem with the ocean is there's too damn much oxygen. I don't like it. I don't know what to do. I feel like there's a piano on my chest because there's way too much. I've got too much energy.
Too much going in. Oh, see, and here I am worried about. That's my biggest concern about going there. Is like I'm going to be like gasping for breath because it's I'm here at virtually sea level here in Adelaide. So yeah, going somewhere where you're going to be much higher is going to be different. But I'm sure I'll adjust. We humans are pretty good at adjusting.
Yeah, I understand. My screen has gone blank. I don't know what's going on here.
It couldn't tolerate my face.
No, I'm going to see if what's going on. No, you're still there. It's me. All right, I switched cameras. Now I'll switch cameras again. I don't know why. Every once in a while, it just loses its mind.
Yeah, it's fun at games, isn't it? With our operating systems and our StreamYards and our cameras and our USB devices and getting sound levels right. And yeah, I'm quite amazed that I've got this little microphone now that can actually give me decent sound while I'm out and about. And I've got my little handheld it's a selfie stick. It's sometimes called a wanker stick here in Australia. I hope I can say that on the show, Chris, but it's not
on this show. Almost anything goes. Wanker is mild.
So yes, it's a very, very common term for people. If you come to Australia and someone calls you a wanker, they're not suggesting that you like self-gratification. You've probably just cut them off in traffic, that's all.
Yeah. No, it's a common. Indeed. Well, tell everyone where you're walking, Pete.
Yeah, so I'm walking. I'm in Norwood, which is sort of in the inner suburbs. If you know Australia, or if you know Adelaide, I've just been in the city because I went to a music shop. I got something in my little bag here. I'll show you in a sec, because I know that we're all about the music stuff. So I had to go because I'm testing out some apps that require something special. So I didn't have it in my kit, so I needed to go do that. So I'm walking from the back home from the city, walking along. This is called Beulah Road, and I'll show you some of the nice scenery as we go along. But I'm heading for lunch. I said to Chris, I've got like a half an hour window here because I'm walking to my favourite Vietnamese restaurant to get myself
Yum.
and my wife some takeaway Vietnamese food. So I figured while I'm strolling along here, puffing and panting more than I thought I would, because the fitness over summer, you would have thought big summer here in Australia, I would have been, out getting a lot of exercise, but I'm coming into winter a little bit less fit than I was, so I think I need to hit the treadmill a bit more than I have been.
Yeah, no, we winter was bad for us in that respect. We're gardening now, and it's getting better. And
Yeah, need to get outside and actually do some, yard work and housework, and
yes,
try and be a responsible adult homeowner as opposed to just staying inside in my audio cave where I reside.
yeah. Well, and I'm
Yeah,
actually light, but not for good reasons.
uh,
My medication is affecting me negatively, and
that's not good.
I'm not enjoying food, or I'm not holding on to it as long as I would like. Let's just put it that way. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
recommend this as a weight loss method. Just saying.
no, definitely, not. Yeah, enjoy the fact that you can overindulge when you can, because sometimes if you're on medication, it can wreak havoc.
Can be a problem. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
But Vietnamese
yeah,
food, I'm a huge fan. And I was telling Pete before, after the war, a lot of Vietnamese refugees came to Denver and settled
yeah,
on Federal Boulevard. And I mean, they were fresh out of Vietnam. The Vietnamese restaurants in this town from 80 to, 95 were absolutely out of sight. Now, a lot of them aren't there anymore. A couple of them have been taken over by their kids, and they're still good and still in business. But at one time, the Vietnamese food here in Denver was just amazing.
yeah. So, yeah, we're lucky. I'll say to Chris that here we've had a bit of a resurgence. We had the same sort of thing. A lot of the Southeast Asian countries around that time, a lot of immigration here into Australia, and the food just got so much better. And then it kind of went away for a bit. We had our little affairs with burgers and pizzas and tacos and other things, and the kids have now taken over. So there's all of these wonderful fusion restaurants where it's like it's Vietnamese with a bit of Thai thrown in, or it's a Chinese restaurant but they've got flavors of Malaysia as well. And it's amazing. I'm a huge fan of Asian food in general, and being vegetarian, it's actually really good because a lot of the flavor comes from the flavor. So yeah, you don't really have to worry. If you're a meat eater, more power to you, but you can get a pretty good vegetarian or tofu based dish as well, because it's all about the sauces, it's all about the flavors. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
exactly. It's all about the sauce. I'm one of those. I
Yeah,
like everything. So,
yeah.
you know,
So no, I'm a big fan. How have
Vietnamese
you
with a
been?
little pork in there. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, a little bun. How's your week been? Been making music, Chris? You been getting things done?
A little bit. I am on a deadline. I've got June 3rd. I've got to get a book to the printer, but working on a new project with Lori. A little
Yep.
collaboration like we like to do, a cover song, which
Nice.
I think is going to be a lot of fun. I guarantee the video is going to be hilarious. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
Heard a little bit back channel that Russ has got everything gathered up for the album. Everything's finished, and he's reaching out,
Nice.
doing the stuff that he does behind the scenes to get it distributed and everything. So,
Very cool.
and I do have a song that I'm very happy with on that album. I'm looking forward to that coming out.
Yeah. That's going to be exciting. I missed it this time. I was just too flat out with other things, with the channel and with work, to get a song done. So I know I'm going to have absolute, like, not FOMO. What's the opposite of FOMO? Fear of not having done it.
Yeah.
So once the album comes out, but I'll get to be a consumer. I'll make sure I buy it and enjoy it, and listen to everyone's tracks, and
Well,
it will
I've
no
listened to
doubt
the
be.
Yeah, I listen to the first one all the time. There is
Oh, yeah.
great music on that first one.
Yeah. That's amazing what's created in this community. It's phenomenal. It's going to get a bit loud here, so if it gets too loud, let me know and I'll mute myself because this is the major road. I live sort of near here, but this is the major road between Melbourne and Perth. So Adelaide is right in the middle in South Australia, and this is called Portrush Road, and all of the big trucks come right down this road, right through the middle of the suburbs because Adelaide doesn't have freeways. Adelaide doesn't have highways in the middle of the city. So everything just drives here. So you may see, if I'm ever going to get hit by a truck crossing a road, it's going to be right now. You could make headlines with this show tonight.
Yeah, well, we don't want to see that live, so tiptoe,
Wow.
put on your track shoes and sprint.
It is. I'm waiting. We've got our famous Adelaide or Australian crosswalks here that make the little beep, beep, beeps and have the little red and green man. I know it's not unusual, but ours have all the little sounds. So I can hear out of that ear the little beeps. So I'll have to wait till it goes digga, 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 digga. And then it's my turn to go. So we're ready for it. Ready? Come right down here. Yeah.
All right, he's off.
Safely.
And
across
Pete
the
John's
room.
in the lead. Coming up fast. There's the little old lady in the walker, but Pete is gaining, and he's halfway across. There he goes.
Oh, success.
We don't
Another
have to avenge your
successful
death.
crop.
Thank goodness.
I know. I would, and you would have had to too. Like everyone would have
Oh,
gone out. So.
it would have been a badge of honor. No question.
G-Mate was already working out the tribute, and then Russ would have to add a special song to me into the album. Okay, now I need to cross this road. Yeah, no, it's good. Actually, I've got an idea. Before I go, I've got something I want to run by you and the community. I had a great suggestion this week for a Your Music Live show that is collabs only. So we play the whole song, but it has to be at least two artists collaborating together. And we do a special at the usual time, but we do a special YML and we play like 20 songs all the way through and it's collabs only. You think that sounds like a cool idea?
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, because you could split it up further. You could have collabs only covers and collabs only originals.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough that I've done both.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could almost do a half and half.
There you
could
go.
do the first half originals, and then instead of an under the covers segment, you could do the second half covers. I like it.
There you go. I kind of like that idea. What say you, chat?
Yeah, let us know if you do that, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I've got this collaboration. I worked on it." Like with you and Laurie, you work on it, and then Pete plays 2 minutes and then fades it out right when you get to the epic solo, and that just doesn't seem fair. We've put all this effort and you've collaborated with other artists. So yeah, as soon as it came from a guy in the community called Doug Kidder. So many of you know Doug.
Oh yeah, Doug's a good guy.
Yeah,
good thinking, Doug.
And he's working on a big collab at the moment, and he said it just seems like it would be like not like he's a very nice guy and he positioned it well, but he's like, yeah, it just seems like it would be better if we could have the whole song played on a YNL. So what about a collabs only show? And I'm like, it's actually a bloody good idea.
I love that idea.
But yeah, and when you bounce these things around, that's why it's so great having this community, is that, yeah, I like your idea too, that we split it up and we say, right, we do 2 sections and we do collabs that are covers and original collabs, or 2 shows if we get enough. So there you go. Watch this space. YML collab edition coming to a YouTube near you soon.
Good thinking. All right. So you've had to walk. You've had time to think about it. What are you going to get when you get there?
Okay, I have been thinking about, because I've got the menu basically in my head, so I know what it is. So today I'm feeling very hungry, and I'm going with the banh mi, which is it's a French Vietnamese fusion item. If you've never had one of these, often called a Vietnamese roll. I get the one with the tofu, so it's going to have some nice fried tofu in there, and then it has coriander, or what do you call coriander in the States? Cilantro. So it's got cilantro, cucumber, carrot, soy sauce. It's our bread roll, like a fresh baguette style roll. So definitely need one of those. And then I think I'm going to get a bao bun, which are the little soft rolls. So I'm going bread heavy today because
Huh.
I'm taking away. So I don't think I can get the soups or the noodles. They're probably going to slosh around a bit too much. So that's my lunch, and I'm getting hungry for it
Sounds
now because
tasty.
I'm nearly there, but
I'd be
got probably
jealous,
another
but I
500 meters.
just finished dinner, so
Yeah, I know, and for others around the world, different times of the day, but yeah, that's me. So I was hoping to get there by then, but as you can tell by my puffing and panting, I'm walking a little slower,
yeah. Well,
and I
that
forgot that
happens.
it was uphill as well. So yeah,
Both ways in the snow.
both ways. No, but it is beautiful weather out here, and it's autumn, so the leaves are starting to colour and fall, and yeah, it's a
That's my favorite
very
time
nice
of
time of
year,
year.
frankly. I
Yeah.
love the autumn.
See, I used to be a big spring fan, and then I realised that autumn is just spring without the pollen. So it's actually just as good. And yeah, you don't get the blooming flowers, but you get the beautiful coloured leaves falling and get to crunch around on them. So yeah, I'm definitely an autumn guy these
Autumn
days.
guy, spring. I love all
Yeah,
four seasons. That's why I love living here in Denver because
you
on
actually
a
get them.
good day, I can get all four on the same day.
Yes, and yep, and see a comment about Melbourne being the same for our Melbourne friends. They definitely have all the seasons there as well. So, yes. Oh, well, thanks for having me on, Chris. It's
Well, it's
always a
always
pleasure
good to
to
chat.
chat
And
with you
again,
and
I love
catch
this
up.
little segment. We get to see a little bit of Adelaide and get to see a little
Yeah.
bit of what Pete's doing when he's not in the studio.
Yes, you get to know that Adelaide's crazy, and we have giant trucks that drive straight through the middle of our city because we don't have any. But the contrary of that is we don't have the big overpasses and underpasses and clover leafs and all of the crazy freeways that they have in some cities. Like you go to Los Angeles and you're trying to be a pedestrian and you've got
Oh,
14
forget it.
lanes of road to cross. But yeah. So we built the city and then we're like, oh, now we need infrastructure, and we don't have any space for it. So it's a unique place. It's no,
Nobody
hello
walks in
to
LA. I learned that from Terry
no,
Bozzio.
no, yeah, exactly, yeah. Unless you're in Anaheim, unless you're at Disneyland, and then everyone walks because you can't afford a hotel anywhere near the actual park. You got to get a hotel that's like 2 kilometers away and just walk
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's true also.
Yeah. Well, hello to the chat, by the way. I can't see the chat. I can barely see the screen because of the sun here. So
Well,
I hope
everybody says
everyone is.
hi. So,
Hi, hi. Oh,
hi,
wait, are
Pete.
these? Oh, I got very excited. I thought this was a lily pilly tree. It's not. But yeah, that's kind of what a lily pilly tree looks like. So for those
Well,
that
you could
like
have
the lily
lied to us,
pillies,
Pete. That would have been good.
this this is 100% a lily pilly tree.
Oh, man, like the band. I love those guys.
So for those that didn't know, yes, they are named after an Australian tree. But don't eat lily pillies; they taste horrible. All right. On that note, by the way, Gordon Lee Weaver, that song is super cool. Great
Isn't it
selection for
great?
the
I
opening of the
mean,
show.
I love Gordon Lee Weaver's stuff.
He is brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
Such
And
a
that
great,
was a
such a great
particularly
artist.
good open for.
It was just high energy, wasn't it? Just set the scene, set the mood. It got me pumped.
Exactly.
Well, enjoy the rest of the show, my friend, and hope you have a good chat. And to the people there, yeah, farewell from Australia. I'm going to go and eat some delicious Vietnamese food.
All right. Bon appetit.
Cheers, folks.
Thanks, Pete.
Take care. See
All
you, Chris.
right.
Bye.
Bye. And there he goes, Pete Johns. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. All right. Well, we'll take a minute. We'll say hi to everybody in the chat on behalf of Pete. Everybody say hi to the Leelaverse. How you doing? I missed. I got Gary Hubbs instead. There we go. There's the Leelaverse. Mark Tanner, who's going to the UK on the 3rd. So, good stuff. Hey, Lily Pilly Fruit right there. All right. Let's see. Who else is in the chat? Mike Rody, good to see you. I saw Camellia here. Val Kimber is here. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Val, David, Live to Fly Channel is here. But I'm not highlighting him because I'm not seeing him, but he's here. I've seen him, and I've seen the cut of there he is right there. All right. And Chad Freeman has been here. Good to see Chad. UP hangs out. Chad has been working his show here of late. I know he's got some stuff coming on. Chad, I need to send you a link at some point, and I need you to come on and tell us what your plans are for this summer. And, all right. Hold on half a second, folks. I will be... All right. I apologize. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Hopefully not. But yeah, I forgot to feed the cats before the show started, and they were throwing themselves against the door and making their displeasure unknown. So had to quick go throw a little food at the putties so we could continue. So anyway, we're back. And good to see everybody. And yeah, good entertainment, right? Next time, I got to do my little checklist. Feed the cats. Speaking of which, I was made aware of a new volunteer opportunity. My wife sent it to me, and I looked into it. And yeah, see, Leland knows. Yeah, cats know when you're Lime Street, and the cats are usually okay with it, but I mean, we have an arrangement. I feed them. They chill out, they leave me alone until the end of the show, and then they want some attention. Well, somebody didn't hold up their end of the bargain tonight, so oops. No, you didn't break the show. It was the two cats. But this volunteer opportunity, my wife sent it to me, and I looked into it, and they're looking for musicians at certain animal shelters, and here in Denver is one of them, to go play and for the animals, basically, while in the shelter, the dogs, the cats, whatever. This was started by a kid in Houston, young guy. I think he was about 10. I think he's 12 or 14 now. But he noticed that when he was playing music, his dog got a lot calmer. And so he started volunteering at animal shelters and going in and playing music. And the animals responded well to it. And so they've developed this program, and it's called Wild Tunes. You could look into it. It's in Houston, Denver. It may be another one or two other cities. I'm not sure. But I'm going to a meeting on the 31st and do the orientation. And so I'm going to go play for dogs and cats and sing to them about whiskey and betrayal from friends and, whatever else that I have, scars, obviously. Animals know about scars. So, I think it'll be good. And, as somebody who just got 2 rescue cats a couple months ago, something I can do to help out. So, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, animals have better hearing. So, if they start howling, hopefully they have huskies and I can get a husky sing along, because huskies are awesome in that respect. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I will updates as warranted. But I have the first little orientation thing on the 31st, and we'll see what happens. Oh, and the kid and his mother, who runs the foundation, is going to be there at the orientation. And this came about. I tried to sign up, and man, the form wasn't working. That's it. Give me a head pat. Good boy. And so I sent him a note and said, "Look, I've tried to fill out your form, and it won't let me." Well, the person who runs the foundation, this kid's mother, got back to me in like 6 minutes and said, "Yeah, something's going on with the form. Glad you're interested. Here's how you sign up in Denver. We'll be there on the 31st. We'd love to meet you, blah, blah, blah." And I thought, well, that's really cool. So they got big ups for me on their responsiveness right there. So yeah, I need to learn some new songs. So let's put in the chat all the animal songs that I should learn. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, say whoa, whoa. That's an obvious one. Dr. Dolittle, if I could talk to the animals, learn their languages, maybe. There's one. I don't know. Cat Scratch Fever? That one's pretty obvious for a rock guy like me, right? What else? Hound Dog? I saw that in the chat. That's a good call. Hey, UK Chris, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, there you go. How much is that doggy in the window? Good. Keep them coming. Oh, no. Yeah, see that? I mean, I like the idea, but no, I don't think that would go over well at the shelter. They would say, do not let the dogs out. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Ooh. Oh, man, I haven't heard that song forever. Good one, Dogpaw. Well, of course, he's old school like me, but yeah, there you go. Hungry Like the Wolf. How about that? Yeah, 9 Inch Nails. No, we can't play that. Oh, there you go. Who was that? America that did that? Who was the artist on that? Me and you and a dog named Blue. Yeah, that's an old school hippie song. Maybe. I don't know if they take birds at the shelter or not. Probably. Although I know that there's some specific avian shelters, so maybe not. Yeah, you're behind, Lori. I will be volunteering to play music at an animal shelter here in Denver in the coming months. So yeah, I threw it out there. Give me dogs and cats in song titles and maybe some songs to learn. Oh, Lobo was about. Okay, yeah. Good one, Leila. Walking the Dog. Well done, Aerosmith. Now that would be good. There is a tremendous, probably the premier wild animal sanctuary here in Denver. It's not in Denver. It's a town east of Denver, in Keensburg, in the middle of nowhere. But they are the shelter that takes in lions and tigers and bears and all these, from zoos and private owners who are idiots, and that moron that had the TV show, Jungle King or whatever that idiot was, but they have some of his animals. And it's the Wildlife Sanctuary is what it's called here in Denver. And they're like the premier, and they just took over a big place in Texas too. But they would be great if they had this. Do Eye of the Tiger. Well, yeah, you got that whole Animals album. You know, you got Pigs on the Run, you got Dogs, you got all that whole album you could play. If you could play. There you go. Hey, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Oh, I love that. Puppy Love. No, that was Donny Osmond. Right? Donny Osmond or Jackson 5? I think that was Donny Osmond. All right. See, there's all kinds of good ones. I don't know that one. Is that a real song, Doc? Not that I don't trust you, but you've been known to stretch it for a laugh. I guess anything by Cat Stevens, potentially. There you go. The cat, though, that was done by Al Stewart, not Cat Stevens. Haha. Leela knows. Donnie? Okay. Yeah. I know the band. I don't know that song. Okay. Well, you guys are having a great time with this. Anyway, so look into it. The organization is called Wild Tunes. Maybe they're in your area, or, you know, if that's something you feel strongly about, contact them and work with your local animal shelter and see if they'll join into the program. But there you go. Yeah, anything by the Pet Shop Boys. Anyway, I don't know. Look like worthwhile, and I certainly love all the animals. So we'll see if that if it's soothing, and you know, if anything, maybe I'll make some of the animals a little more adoptable for musicians, and go, oh yeah, there's used to guys playing guitar. These animals are all about it. Well, I like playing for old people. You mean us? Because we play for each other. So we do play for old people. There you go. Thanks for the link. There you go, wildtunes.org. Their sign-up form doesn't work, I'll tell you that. But I like everything else about the organization so far. It does not say moo, I know that. Hey, Zach Thong, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, that is a worthwhile thing too. And again, it's one of those things I've kind of considered, but you know, my schedule is such that this will be. They ask you to do it twice a month, and that's going to be maxing it for me. I guess so. Get around. Hey, nope. I'm going to edit myself. I was going to make an animal joke. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. There you go. That's a good one. What are we doing now? Yeah. That you know a monkey song other than Clarksville Station, or Last Train to Clarksville, and Hey Hey We're the Monkeys. right there astounds me. Those are the only 2 songs I know. I am a professional editor. One would think I could catch myself. I don't always, but in this case, I did. I'm just going to leave that there. The Dogpaw is just, he is on a roll. Oh, okay. Well, I am doing tolerable, Zach. And that's, I'm doing better than I was. I will say, eye is not particularly better right now, but I forgot to take my medication along with forgetting to feed the cats. So I'm not doing very well in remembering things tonight. But yeah, I'm upright and doing okay. Well, now I'm going to have to go back on this chat later and just look up a couple of these songs, because not that I don't believe you, but I want to hear the song. If this song exists, I want to hear what it sounds like. Okay. Yeah, I've heard he's a decent guy. Yeah. A lot of these, musicians are pretty good guys. Some of them are not. I was on a website today for some reason, and was about the Eagles, and there was these people saying, well, they had to let Randy Meisner go because of this and that, and I thought, no, they didn't. They were just, Don Henley and Glenn Frey were just total assholes. Frey's dead, doesn't make him less of an asshole. Henley's still alive, still an asshole. I worked for Randy Meisner once, and he was a delightful guy. Really, really nice. Consummate professional. And never say anything bad about Randy Meisner. Don Henley, I'll say bad stuff about him all day long. You suck, Henley. You're a jerk. And everybody hates you. My opinion. Just my opinion. Oh, I forgot to do the with all due respect. Because if you say, with all due respect, then you can pretty much say anything you want about the person if you follow it up. So I could say, with all due respect, you suck, Don Henley, and everybody hates you. With all due respect. No offense. That's how that works. That's what I'm told. Excuse me, half a second. Hopefully I didn't bust anybody's eardrum before I caught the mute there. All right. So that's what that was on my agenda today, along with making pages about trains and trying to keep my wife upright. She is about 2 weeks away from implementing a new sales tax program and getting it online and all this live in her company. She's just been working ridiculous hours trying to get that happening. So yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, as good as that dude, he didn't have to be that way. He chose to be that way. That's what, got all the money you need, a highly successful career. You didn't need to be a jerk. Apparently, and this is a story I was reading, when Joe Walsh joined him, a couple of his buddies goes, what do you need those assholes for? Speaking of Henley and Frey. So, you can choose to be a decent person. You don't have to be a jerk. Okay. Hey, what they're talking about here, and I know some of you folks are doing merch. I have not jumped into the merch game yet, but I may, just so that there's some exists. But Teespring sucks, and they've really fallen off the map. Gary found an outfit called Fourth Wall, and the service apparently is exemplary. The quality of the products are fantastic. So, those of you who do merch and maybe are not happy with your current vendor, look into Fourth Wall, courtesy of, and tell them Hub sent you. Yeah, again, doesn't surprise me. That's cool, man. I know you're getting your live setup going. One of these days we're gonna have to get you. I'd love to hear you play. Just join the crew. That's where I got into doing this. I was playing and recording and everything, and Dom is the one that kind of pushed me. He started going live and playing. He said, "Yeah, it's fun. You should do it." And I was a little hesitant to do it, but once I started doing it, dadgum, it's fun. I'm having a great time, and I think you might find the same thing, Zach. So consider the possibility. I think you do have to get a little gear squared away, but it's not a ton. Anyway, so that was segment 1. I wanted to talk about this volunteer thing and playing for doggies and kitties. Segment number 2. Hey, Seven Dust, what's going on? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. Segment number 2, here in the U.S. anyway, Memorial Day weekend coming up. What's everybody going to be doing? All right, sleep tight. We're in an age we need our beauty rest, right, Chris? So sleep well, my friend, and we'll catch you next time. Just curious what everybody's going to be doing over the weekend. I know my sister-in-law is going to come and stay with us for the weekend. We haven't seen her. She's got a new job, and we haven't seen her for, 3 weeks now or something. So she's going to come hang out with us. The cats love her, and she loves the kitties. So, and she lost her longtime kitty about 2 months ago. So she needs some kitty loving. So she'll be over. We'll have a couple drinks, eat some dinner. I will probably smoke some brisket because I haven't smoked any brisket yet this season. And I guess the other thing, because I haven't put the damn show up, Dom was playing football with his son and broke his finger pretty badly. So he's in a big cast right now, and so he's not going to be doing the Sunday slide for the next several weeks. So this Sunday, you get moi. I will be substitute Dom. I think we're going to call it Thor Invades the Sunday Slide. Michael Songs is going to do it. Mike Bellino is going to do it a week. I think Brenda is going to do it a week and have some of her karaoke friends come on. So we're going to be subbing in for Dom while he heals. So looking forward to that. So normal Sunday slide time, Bat Channel, all that kind of stuff. We've been running on both his channel, my channel. So that won't be any different. We'll do it on both channels. But I will be playing the part of Dom this weekend. So yes, Dom is in rehab again. Literally, as soon as he gets the cast off in, his ortho said, I'm going to try and take the cast off in 2 weeks if it's healed properly, and I'm going to get you in rehab right away. Now, this is a cool ortho doc because Dom said, look, I'm a guitar player. I got concerns. Doc said, I got you, bro. Here's how we're going to do it. We get this thing healed right. We'll get you in rehab. We'll get it strengthened up. You'll be good to go. So yes, Dom is literally back in rehab starting in a couple weeks. Yeah, old guys playing with your kid. I remember at a company summer party up in the mountains, all the old ex-jocks in his company were, throwing the football around. And of course came up and played, and I was just graduated high school. So, I was in great shape and all that. And, and these guys were like, well, let's play tackle football. And that didn't work out well for some of those guys. There are some guys that limped around for months afterwards. Hey, there he is, Camp Gmail. What's going on? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Saturday, of course, with Camp Gmail. I am Gonna do my best to be there, G. As you know, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, and I've not been on a lot of shows lately because not feeling great. That's it. Fetch me my pipe, my slippers, and some brisket. I'm gonna be good to go. I think the ladies will hit the pipe, and I'll hit the brisket, and we'll all be happy. Yeah, broke his finger playing football with his son. Didn't, and it's easy to do, you know. His kid's quite the little jock, and I guess he winged it out there, and Tom got his finger in a bad place. And well, and you got to laugh at this. So he knows I coached for years and everything. So I'm at the Book of Mormon last week with my brother and my wife and his wife, and I get this ding, a notification. It's Dom, and he's got a picture of his finger, and he goes, "This looks bad, doesn't it?" And I looked at the picture and I went, yeah, it does. I said, at a minimum, it's dislocated. Get your ass to an ER. So he did. And yeah, it was broken. So moral of the story is catch properly or you risk breaking your finger. I think hard about that every time I use, any of my power tools, my table saw, I always think hard to play guitar if you cut your fucking finger off. So don't do that. It happens. Hey, I just saw Coldacre. There he is, working away. I guess you're on lunch break. How you doing, buddy? Good to see Coldacre. And did anybody else sneak in while we were chatting? No, I don't think so. Yeah, well, he was breaking something playing. Oh, obviously his left hand, because why would you break your right hand? I mean, he still would, given the cast he's in, he still wouldn't have been able to play, but it would have been, once it was off, I mean, you don't use your pinky for much except for a little bit of finger picking, but naturally it was his left hand, because, why wouldn't it be? Yeah, you gotta... if you do that, like you're a singer, John, here's my suggestion. Don't drink Drano. Don't. Because it's not going to work for you. It might hurt your throat. So, just these little safety tips us as musicians should, help each other with, right? Dom karaoke. I don't know if Dom has ever done karaoke. I've done it. I did it at once, maybe twice on Chad's show. I am not much of a karaoke guy, but I did it once or twice. I don't think Dom has ever done it. I could be wrong. But that's it. He's out there breaking hearts, breaking fingers, breaking guitar strings. He's breaking it all, baby. Now, and you could still roll the volume control, but although I think it's thumb wheel on his acoustic. Okay. Hey, I love this guy because he hides in the dark and I don't see him. He's right where my mic is. So I have to go like this. But I've got a special guest, and I want to preface this by saying, A, this is my good friend. B, it's his month birthday. The entire month is all about this guy. Yesterday was his actual birthday, but we're celebrating it all this month. Everybody say hi to Hugh Caldwell.
Hi, Chris.
How are you, buddy?
Not bad. I don't want to come on and talk about ailments and that, but I've been feeling a bit rough today myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what us old guys do, though. My Geschwinkter from yeah. We can just dispense with it. I'm sorry you were feeling a little rough. I feel you. Yesterday and the day before is the first time I felt decent in a month. Today a little less decent, but sunrise, sunset, right? What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's it. Happy 59th birthday.
Can't believe these guys. Is that right? What is your, if you don't mind saying, what is your actual age? I have no idea.
54.
54. Okay. Well, that's different from 59, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little.
You're just a wee lad.
It's just a bairn.
Just a baby. That he is. He's the baby. Well, Zach Thong is the baby. But you're
true.
one of the youngsters. Just being you. Yep, indeed. So other than not feeling great, how's it going there, man?
Yeah, it's been a lovely couple of days I've had in a row there, so yeah. Out for a nice meal at a carvery last night.
Nice. Well, we're all about food on this show, so tell us all about your meal.
It was roast beef with roast potatoes, loads of veg, Yorkshire puddings, gravy, great dessert, all that stuff.
Nice. That was your little birthday dinner?
Yeah. And I got up today and I cooked some bacon, right? And about half an hour later, I felt terrible.
Oh.
So just been laying low all day. Feeling a lot better now, actually.
Sorry, Laurie. I put it, but I didn't hit send. That's problematic. That doesn't work. Sorry. Yeah, that's, I ended up seeing the doctor yesterday because this had been going on for a while, and she just said, it is my strong suspicion, two things. You got a hold of something that did not agree with you, and it's took your system this long to reset. He said that medication you're on is known for causing that issue too, but the fact is you were having it before you even got on the medication. The medication's probably not making it better, but it's probably not making it worse either. And so, we do what we can, right?
When I was feeling a bit kind of crappy earlier on, I need to remember that I can't take anything like Alka-Seltzer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because of the methotrexate, the arthritis meds.
Yeah.
So they won't interfere with it in the wrong way, so.
I can't take Alka-Seltzer because it's gross. It makes me want to.
Yeah, I know. It used to always work for me though when I felt a bit sick.
That's why I never could take that stuff. I mean, I'm very blessed. I am not now, nor have I ever been a particularly heavy drinker, so hangovers have never really been an issue. But, the couple times that I had like a cold or something and I tried to take Alka-Seltzer, made me feel a hell of a lot worse. So.
Right, aye. Yeah. A nice guitar to show you if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah. No, we love. Let's do it.
So it's a Japanese Yairi.
Okay.
Handmade. Show you.
Nice. What year was it built?
It's this is 2014 or something.
Okay, so fairly recent.
Recently. So it's 12 frets to the body, so it's like a almost shrunken in guitar rather than 14 frets to the body. And slotted headstock, whatever. So that's it there.
Pretty.
Rosewood back and sides. As I say, it's got a slotted headstock rather than your.
Oh yeah.
Goto tuners and made. It's just basically made from all the best of gear.
Nice. Well, give it a strum. Let's hear it.
I don't know if you'll hear it through this mic, but
hold it up to the mic and give it a strum.
I'll try a bit. You hear that?
Yes. All right, here's the interesting thing. Now, I killed your echo cancellation because it was a little washy. It got rid of the washy, but it lowers the volume. I can't figure that one out. But man, that sounded damn good. That's a good sounding guitar.
It's in the room. It's massive, big sound.
Yeah, I like it. Very cool. I am partial to slotted head stocks, and I'll tell you why. My first good bass was a Gibson EBO.
Yeah.
And from 69 to 71, they made them with the slotted headstocks. And mine was a 70.
Right.
And that was I'm sorry I got rid of that bass.
Yeah.
It's a medium scale. To a certain extent, I outgrew it, but it was a cool bass. It played great. They have a very distinctive tone, you know. Hey, you listen to the Cream, that's what he was playing.
Cody's saying, play classical gas. The beginning of it. Oh. Nah, I can't remember how to play it.
Oh, that was off the top of your head. That wasn't bad. All right, Dog Paw, was it slotted headstock or nah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dog Paw, his first bass player had an EBO too, so I asked him. Hey, James Myers, what's up? Jammin' James. Good to see you, man. All right, well, I mean, this is typical. Lori busts my chops because I didn't hit send on the link, but does she come up right away? No, she's doing her nails and doing her hair and making sure her makeup is good and, you know, making sure she's got the right blouse so you can see a little cleavage, but not too much. Just enough, you know. So we'll see her in 30 minutes. Anywho, you've been playing a lot more, which does my heart so good.
Yeah, considering I went best part of 6 months, I couldn't even pick a guitar up.
No, I know. That was bad, man.
Yep. Trying to make up for it.
Yeah. Well, I showed you. Got the link. Do with it what you will. But, yeah, I did see that, Zach. I did see. Those are good-looking guitars, man. Always good to show. Mine are just hanging behind me because I want to always have them in arm's reach because like something will pop into my head and I want to reach back and grab one, or, you know, I want to learn a new song. I'm trying to learn a couple new songs before Sunday.
I've always got 2 acoustics either side of me. Always.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got my Yamaha acoustic, my Ibanez AF55, my Ibanez ARX 300, my Strat just out of the frame, and then my Victory bass back there, and then the Telly is just over there.
Yep.
Hey, there she is.
You dick!
Yeah.
I wasn't putting lipstick on. It's freaking pouring. It's raining cats and dogs.
Well, that's not good.
Hello, Laurie.
Hi, Hugh, birthday boy. How are you?
Because it rains like that, you got to be careful you don't step in a poodle.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right.
It is a nor'easter.
Oh, God, nor'easters.
Nor'easter.
Is that really, and I got to ask, because I've been in winter nor'easters. Are they still considered nor'easters during the summer? Still that same rotation, or?
Hi, Gary. Hi, Doc. I don't know. I was told it was a nor'easter. I didn't hear it on the news. I think it maybe has to do with just how much precipitation you get in general and the winds. We have like really high winds, lots of stuff coming down, flooding, cold for May, for Memorial Day. It's supposed to be like barbecues, beers, hot dogs, and tanning.
Yeah, it never works that way. I held a Memorial Day barbecue for a long time.
Yeah.
And I kept getting snowed out, or the rain was miserable. It was cold. And at some point, Kay and I looked at each other and we went, we need to quit doing this. The weather is too friggin' unpredictable here. And so we quit about, I don't know, 10 years ago.
We used to have a huge bash because it was also Indy 500. And so my husband and his friends would love the race. So it's
Okay,
Indy
good.
500. So we'd have it, but it was always like really nice. Like we lucked out. We'd have all the flags on the lawn and the big flag on the side of the house, but it's going to change. I think the rain is going to go away by Sunday, but it's only going to be like mid 60s. I'm like, where are the mid 70s?
It's been actually pretty warm here for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it has. I remember you saying that, which is very unheard of for Scotland, huh? In general.
Well, it's usually kind of well, the good weather comes in small doses usually.
Yeah. I'm going to pop out my chat. I'm going to pop it
You
out.
do you.
So Hugh, you feeling better? Chris, you feeling better? Or is everybody still crappy?
Yeah, getting there.
I'm feeling certainly better than I did.
Yeah,
Not-
me
Yeah.
too.
Good.
The
Can you hear
last
me
2
okay?
days I felt terrific. Today, not quite as good, but not tolerable.
Bummer. I just
Yeah,
want to go
well-
to bed. I've been trying to go to bed earlier.
Yeah, I want to actually. I was going to talk about this, and old people talk about their health. I'm not talking about that particularly, but there's a mindset for me, I have been healthy as a horse my entire life. I don't get the flu. I don't get colds. I had cancer for God's sakes. And, I was off doing shows 3 months later. So this has been mentally, when you've always been, the strongest, the fastest, the healthiest and all, and you realize that day is done and that's not you anymore.
It's harder on you.
Yeah, you gotta come to accept that, and it takes some getting used to the idea. I mean, I always had 20/15 vision my entire life.
Excuse me.
Now all of a sudden my vision is shit, and it's
Well, Chris, we are in our 50s now.
yeah. Well, you guys are.
You may be a little older. So
I
yeah,
am.
I probably feel as bad as you do, and you're probably 10 years older than me. Or so.
Well, that's it. I was in great health at 60. By 62, the wheels have fucking fallen off. Here
Well,
to
you look
tell
great. That's all that matters. It matters what you look like, not how you feel. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's it. Here, like Gary says, type your ailments in the
Yeah.
chat in one of our panels.
All your ailments. Hi, poisoned.
Yeah, it happens. Hey, Poison, what's going on? There you go.
You, I hope you're going to feel better for tomorrow. We're having a big party for you.
I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's
Smile.
it. Just mindset. I didn't feel particularly good Sunday, but we had tickets to Book of Mormon. Didn't care. Going out with my brother, his wife. We were going out to dinner afterwards. It didn't matter
Nice.
how crappy I felt. I was going, and we had a great time.
Well, sometimes adrenaline makes you feel better too, right?
Yeah, well, I love adrenaline.
Just doing. Yeah. Sex clears up a stuffy nose. It's a known fact.
Really? Yeah. I should look into that.
That's why you sound so stuffy. Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah. No, I found out another great side effect of this medication, extra mucus.
Oh,
Great.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like extra mucus.
No, we don't like extra anything. Thank you very much. But here
One
we
of,
are.
one of the side effects I've been on the injections is sometimes I'll be lying down trying to go to sleep, and I'll get really, really dizzy. And
Really?
it's like, yeah, it's like 2 full minutes. It's like the world is spinning, and it's like
The bed spins, huh?
it's pretty scary. But kind of eventually it dies down. But I don't know. I'll need to see my doctor about if that's normal or not. I don't know yet.
Yeah,
That's
I
a little.
I would double check on that. That could be. It might want to reduce your dosage or something if you're getting dizzy.
Hmm.
Then I'm going to tell you not to drive.
Yeah, that's a weird. Because that sounds like bed spins back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I used to hate
I know
that.
getting dizzy when you're on your feet is one thing, but in bed, that just means you're drunk.
Yeah. That's,
Kidding you.
well, I figured out in my misspent youth when I did not craft my buzz properly, I figured out a position that I could get in and not have the bed spins. And eventually I would, get in like a fetal position, but hands and knees. And eventually you just.
Side
pass out
doesn't
and
work.
fall
Back
over.
doesn't work. Now you're just in fetal. Yeah.
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 The things we do.
Oh, Mark Tanner has vertigo in general. So
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh,
I've never had vertigo. Well, before they figured out what to do for my back, they tried everything. And one of the things they tried on me was prednisone. And that made me so dizzy. I couldn't drive. I couldn't see. I was nauseous. I was like, this is like poison, this stuff. It was just 10 days, a taper, like start with 6 pills, 5 days the next. And within 3 days, I was like, this stuff is bad. Like, it was just horrible.
Some people
I would never take that shit again. Yeah. And my son's on it right now because he's got his wisdom teeth out, but he seems fine. But me, I was like, oh, this is horrible stuff.
Well, that's next step for me, they said, is, if this stuff is not working as well as we need it to, then we'll start with that, which is fairly standard for autoimmune.
Yeah, well.
But again,
your arms don't need to be bulked up anymore. It depends on how much they give you.
I want all of it.
I was like, am I going to get like a mustache and grow? They're like, no, you're on such a low dose. You're not on steroids. Or what is it? There's different types of steroids. Doc, don't answer this. We don't need the whole freaking history of steroids. Yeah, but aren't there like 2 different types? There's like performance steroids and then the type you take for illnesses.
They're basically the same. It's just quantity. But, if I'm going on steroids, I want all the quantity. I just want to get huge.
That'll be fun. Not for me.
Show. I can barely fit on the frame. Hey, how's it going?
I do have a stash down here somewhere, Val, for my R2D2, but.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I got my wisdom teeth out back in the guy did it with a stone axe, so that kind of tells you.
Yeah.
How nice is that, eh?
Tell everybody what that is, Hugh.
That's a beautiful fedora hat that was kindly given to me by our lovely Laurie there for my birthday.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. It looked like you. I've been wanting to get you a fedora because you wear them. I wanted to get you a new one.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm glad it made it to Scotland before your birthday.
It did.
And those came on it? I thought you put pins on it. Did those come on it?
No, you sent them with it.
Those were on it. Okay.
They came, yeah. And
I don't remember seeing them.
They go on using magnets.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you can put them where you want, really. Yeah.
Oh, they can move them around. Are they just decorative? I mean, I bought the damn thing. I should know, but
yeah, they're actually really, really nice quality. They're quite heavy metal and
good.
As you can see,
you can't tell. I bought it online, so I didn't see it on myself, but I was like reading reviews. Yeah,
pattern and stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah, Lori should be everybody's shipping manager. I mean, she ships hats to Hugh, pizzas to Canada.
Yeah.
She's got this all figured. I can't get something across town and have the USPS do it right. So,
well,
I don't know what your trick is, but
I'm shipping something for Coldy, which I don't need to tell you about. I'm just helping him out with something, and that was like a fiasco. I was shipping something to Australia. I was like, what the fuck? I had to find a box and figure out the cheapest rate, and then go downtown and find a different box. I'm like, what the heck? But we got it out. If Coldy's still here, we got it out.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coldy was here for a bit. He may be back to work.
Saw him, yeah.
He's on his lunch break, doing some lunchy things. So, what are you going to do for Memorial Day, this Memorial Day, Lori?
Nothing. I was invited to a barbecue from my brother. I was just at my sister's last week, so I saw the whole family. Not that I can't see them 2 weeks in a row, but I thought about it and I said, you know what? Going to my sister's was so hard with all the food there that I'm dieting. So I said to my brother, I'm like, I can't drink. I can't have a hot dog. And Cameron can't eat solids for a week because of his teeth. So I said, I think I'll pass. It's just a low key thing. I said, I think we'll just stay home this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I get you. My brother and I were kicking that around too. And we went, the weather's going to suck Sunday. Forget it.
Yeah. He's like, it's just a small crew last minute thing. If you guys want to come, if not, and I said, let me think about it. Then I thought about it. I'm like, oh shit, I can't eat.
I'll be back in a second.
All right, dear.
Yeah. That was very cool of you to say. That's a cool looking hat.
Yeah, thanks.
Can't wait to see him wear it in a video playing.
Well, I hope he wears it tomorrow night for his birthday party.
Well,
we're gonna have so much fun. So much fun. But Hugh has sent me so many things, and I'm like, I don't know how to ship to Scotland, like you said. Like what am I gonna do? Buy like a thing of chocolate and then spend $80 to ship it? Like I had no idea what it was gonna cost and all that. Yeah. And he's so sweet. When I first met him, he sent me a whole box of goodies. I have an unboxing on my channel of all this like food from the UK that I've never tried, and chocolates and tea cakes and all that sort of stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
and then he sends me a birthday card and Christmas card all the time. I said, I need to send this guy a birthday present. How rude of me. So I did.
Yeah, he was going to send me some whiskey, and then we figured out that you can't actually do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, right? The whole customs thing, I don't know.
Yeah, the various governments frown on that. Like, no,
Yeah,
that doesn't, no.
I know. Well, this was shipped directly from Amazon, so I didn't have to bother with it. I
That's
didn't have to
perfect.
go to, the post office. I just, before he comes back, I did have to pay an arm and a leg for the shipping. but,
Sure.
but it went from Amazon. I didn't have to bother like with all the wrapping and customs forms and all that. So that was good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well,
But yeah,
very cool.
why is whiskey like illegal? Because it's a tariff on it, or it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
liquid?
Yeah, because of the taxes and everything. Yeah, you can't. It's got to go through exporters and all that. Yeah, two dudes just can't ship whiskey to one another.
Too bad.
Yeah. Now my kid did once.
Or weed. You can't ship weed.
No, you.
And there's a lot of people in Australia that want some of my American weed. Not that I smoke it, but
Yeah,
can't.
no doubt. Yeah, you can't do that.
You know,
my
I
kid
can't
tried
even.
it once and it leaked.
What?
Well, he shipped me some whiskey once. He said it was cooking
Oh, whiskey.
supplies, and the bottle leaked. I opened it up and I went, "Oh man, I can't believe this got through."
And it was all smashed up.
Well, he bought little sample jars,
Yeah.
but they didn't have a good seal on them, so two of them were leaking. They leaked in the package. He put them in a freezer bag. So,
Yeah.
but I could still smell it.
Yeah.
So he said, "Let's don't do that anymore. That I don't want to be talking to the feds. Thank you."
Honey oil and weed. Within the United States, James, or outside of the United States? I'm talking outside is a little difficult, but
Yeah.
hi, Hugh.
I don't think I'd.
Hello.
I don't think I'd try it.
So I got this perfume online, and it's why I get suckered into these ads all the time. These Facebook ads,
Yeah.
oh my God, you're gonna turn heads with this perfume. And I got it. It's actually over here. It's a full bottle. I'll show you. You guys love my perfume stuff. Moonstone, just for anybody who wants to try this. Look at, see how full it is?
Moonstone.
It smells like dog assholes.
Nice.
And they would, well, maybe it's better on some other people, but I do not like it. And they wouldn't let me return it because it's perfume. You can't return perfume this size. So I'm stuck with this. But
I'll start spraying it on some dogs.
I should.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Buy
There you go.
some dog
Fido.
assholes.
I don't know, there's just something about it.
Well, perfume is formulated in such a way. Yeah, you can put it on one person, it smells amazing. You put it on the person right next to him, and it smells horrible. Because I'm
not a review person. I'm not a review person. I don't like to rag on people's products online because I think, like you said, everybody has a different smell, everybody, their body. But this one I had to. I go, you people must be freaking lying because this is the nastiest shit I've ever smelled. I wrote it right in the face. I was so mad because I'm stuck with it. But I can't throw it out because it's brand new. And so if I ever run out of anything and we have a World War III, I will have some perfume for all of you.
Felix
Oh,
just
there you
looked down at his asshole there.
I was like, dog's asshole. I keep smelling it though because I'm like, it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah.
I don't mind dog asshole.
Dog asshole's not
Somehow.
bad.
I mean, you're an honorary dude. You know, that's a guy thing. Oh, this smells terrible. Here, smell this. And we go, oh, yeah, you're right. It's
Right.
horrible.
Yeah.
And we pass it back and forth and how terrible it is. Because
I was like, this tastes gross. Try it. Well, why would I try it? It tastes gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eau
Like Humper.
That's a, yeah.
de Woof.
Or the woof.
Right. Red
Everyone's
Rocket,
dog's
number
asshole
5.
smells the same. Your asshole smells like a dog's
Thank you for
asshole.
laughing at that, Hugh. Lori missed my joke.
I missed it.
because
What?
I'm not going to repeat it. It was
Come
gold
on.
and you were yapping. So
I was looking at the chat. Was it funny, Hugh?
you laughed out loud.
I would like to know if anybody in the chat heard it.
I
We
don't
should
know.
make a fake commercial. Let's do that.
There you go.
You know what? I should do it for Friday Night Hang Show. Everybody do like a 30-second commercial and send it in to me for anything you want. That would be fun.
I've got one already in the can. Done.
You do? In the can?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
toilet?
I'll take it out of the can and it might smell like dog's asshole, but
All right, keep that in mind if you do. We are going to do this. So everybody,
no, it's a good
look up
idea.
a commercial. That'd be fun.
Fake commercials.
And then I could play like everybody's best commercial, your favorite commercial from like the 70s and 80s, if that's your era. James will play the 90s and the 2000s for you.
My favourite advert, I don't know if you've ever seen over here, was a product called Shake and Vac.
Oh, God. No.
The commercial's really bad.
Is it a vacuum cleaner?
It's a powder stuff that you throw on your carpet before you vacuum it,
Oh, yeah.
and it makes it smell nicer.
We have Carpet Fresh. Carpet Fresh.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, some of those old commercials were pretty good.
Do it, Val. Yeah. The shake weights. We're back to shake weights.
Oh, the shake weights. Oh,
That was
my
James
goodness.
trying to do the hand jive last week on
That
my
was
show.
one of my favorite South Park episodes of all time. The shake weight episode. It was
Oh.
gold.
I didn't see a lot of South Park. I hate to admit that amongst you guys because you guys know every episode, but
Yeah. I mean,
It's
here in
funny.
Colorado, obviously, I have to love South Park, which, in case you guys don't know, is a real place.
South Park?
That's what's fun. Oh, that's what's hilarious about the show, is so many of the references are Colorado references. They're Colorado boys.
Oh, that's funny.
Went to the University of Colorado and everything. So
So it would be very interesting to you, yeah.
yeah, but South Park is a real place. I'll take a picture next time I'm there, and I'll.
Do it. What's CLSR Pepsi?
Clear?
That's what I was thinking. Clear. Oh, was there clear Pepsi? I think there was.
Yeah, there was. That
Ooh.
was terrible.
I can't
Pepsi
imagine.
is like dropped out of the top 5 of soft drinks. It's like in free fall.
I don't know why. I think I always had Pepsi in high school. Like I always would get a diet Pepsi out of the machine. And I can't stand it. I just drink it. If I drink it at all is Diet Coke, but I don't drink that either.
Yeah, I don't like soda. If I had to choose one, it would be Coke, not Pepsi.
Yeah.
I like Canada Dry. I would drink that.
That's my favorite. It has to be diet though.
I don't drink soda anymore. I used to, but just water now these days.
Ah. You don't like the fizz?
It's not I don't like it. It's just it doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking. You can't even do Alka-Seltzer, you said, right? Well, that's
Yeah,
fizzy.
I was getting borderline diabetes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's not good. Well, before I learned to drink coffee like a man, I would drink Mountain Dew.
Oh,
And
yellow
it's
syrup.
changed. I mean,
never tried that.
I got one
Piss.
like every 3 or 4 years. I'll get one, and I'll try it and go, "Why this is so bad?" It's not like it used to be.
Mm.
And here's a little trivia: it was a soft drink company in the South that invented this, and they would have Fridays where some of the guys would bring in moonshine, local moonshine, and they would, mix it with the sodas that they made, and that was their Friday party.
Oh my God.
And they developed they developed a flavor that really went with moonshine, and that's where Mountain Dew comes from. 'Cause
Oh,
of course, that's what moonshine is called down south, Mountain Dew.
I didn't know that. Good
All right.
for you.
Oh yeah, well, back in the old days, remember they had the hillbilly on there, and Mountain Dew. I mean, it was a real thing because it was.
Then they
real
came out with
hillbilly.
like, I don't even know if it's cherry, but isn't there like a red Mountain Dew now? Ugh.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
It's so I
It's just
can't
too much.
stand it. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
There's
I need Dr. Pepper, anything sweet like that.
the famous soft drink over here is it's called Iron Brew. Have you heard of that?
No.
No. When
Sounds like a
Smithy and
beer.
Val were over here, I gave them a can each.
Yeah. Do they like it?
Yeah, they did.
What is it? More like a Coke or more like a Sprite or?
It's hard to describe. It's a bit. How could I say? It's really sweet, but it's got a kind of. It's a hard to describe flavor. You know, you have to taste it to.
Gotta try it. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it light or
yeah.
dark? Let's start there.
It's kind of orangey.
Oh, so Orange Crush.
Orange Crush, yeah.
But it tastes nothing like orange.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Xena
yeah,
in the shower.
Zach
There
and
you
James. Sorry, just go back. Zach and James might be the same age.
Mm.
Not that I know either of your age. I think I remember somebody saying they're 37. Are you both 37? Tell us your ages. You can.
go. Yeah, Zach is
Swear
something like
on
that.
Zima. Oh my God, that was a high school drink. We used to put Chambord in the Zima. So it'd have a little purple and grapey type of thing.
That came out when I was in college and tried it once and went, what? Ugh. It was like,
It was a girl drink. It was like having a wine cooler. I don't think it was a guy thing.
oh, but it had like a tonic, watery kind of aftertaste. God, it was horrible.
Well, that's why we'd put Chambord in it.
Okay.
Mix some
Look at the Iron Brew. It says there's 32 different flavors in it.
Wow.
Look at James is 37. I was right there.
Okay. So yeah, and I think Zach is in that area, 35 to 37.
Okay.
Baby.
So there you go. Thank God, because they're bringing the median age down a little bit.
A little.
Thanks,
well, now
boys.
Dogpod just brought it way up. He's got a guitar older than 37. So,
Yeah.
but we are knew he was fucking old as shit. Old as
That's right.
Methuselah.
Well, he was lecturing Moses on what to eat, so you know.
He's 39. Yes.
I've got a guitar I've had since 1985.
Ooh. Ooh.
How many years is that?
I was told there would be no math on my show. As a matter of fact, I prohibit it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, James, I forgot we have that song coming out this weekend. Sorry, I'm reading as you talk.
No, it's all good. Trying to highlight stuff. Yeah, so James and Zach are contemporaries age-wise.
I'm in which one? The song that. Oh, where Phil's playing the drums.
Well, I
Maybe-
guess he should have listened to you, right? You know, I mean, he was running around the desert, you know, eating manna. What are you going to do? You know, they didn't have keto back then. Give him a break.
I didn't know Moses was fat. I thought everyone was healthy back then. Weren't they eating like the dog pod, like just like cavemen?
They were eating whatever they could find.
It's true.
Whatever they could kill.
Yeah.
Like what?
Whatever they could kill.
Whatever they could kill, yeah.
Yep. Or farm. Indeed. Well, see, we can talk old guitars. I have my
Gin and Fresca.
well, I said my old EBO was built in 1970, which I don't own anymore. The oldest guitar that I still own, I bought new in 1980, and that's my Yamaha 12-string. And then
Must like it.
the
You hang
Ibanez
on
back
to it.
here is an 82. My Gibson Victory bass is an 81.
Wait, how do you do you have the green screen behind your guitars? So those are your real guitars and the rest
Those
is
are my real guitars.
that's so cool. You got a good green screen going. Did you change your lighting or something?
I've been,
I mean, it's been crisp lately, but you don't
Yeah,
see any
well, I
like
think the
green going,
camera-
any
I got
swapping
it going
head
on,
going?
baby. I did a
You
little work.
too.
I
Yeah.
I bought a new green screen as part of it.
I need one of those, yeah.
And then I went to the fabric store and got some supplemental green for the back of my chair. And
That's cool. I still haven't used. Remember that one I showed you that I put on the chair itself, and it's just got a circle around it. 'Cause it's supposed to cover this, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's square. But Dom had a really funny suggestion. He's like, you should find a way to put it on your back like a backpack when you're playing.
yeah,
So it's just green behind, and then make that like a halo or something stupid behind. I was cracking up. I'm like, oh, that would be so stupid. Like you see the whole room except behind my head.
Tom has the best ideas.
Like
Sometimes.
a big,
That's been-
disco ball.
yeah, right. Making a big disco ball. That would be awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how I'd get it on my back though. That would be
Velcro,
tricky.
baby.
Hi, Mixie. How you feeling?
What's going on?
You're feeling
See,
well. speaking well.
Earlier
Everybody
on
say
there,
hi
right,
to Rhett.
I was working on a couple of guitars. I was recrowning some frets,
Yeah.
and I had to take a phone call, and for about 4 hours I couldn't find my fret file. 2 minutes ago there, I picked up a piece of paper at the side of my desk. Fret file.
Nice.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be under something.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how it
dear.
works.
Everybody was ripped. Yeah, totally. That's what I'm saying. I know he was fat. They did a
That's
good
right.
drawing of him, though.
Yeah, those Renaissance guys made sure that they were looking good. I mean, that was Photoshop before Photoshop was Photoshop.
Yeah.
Leonardo, like, oh, I'm gonna make you look good, huh?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you the bigger biceps and the nice abs and a little tiny weenie.
Tiny. Well, it was like King Henry VIII, right? He sent his drawers out to go draw a picture of the woman he was supposed to marry. And sometimes it would make him look prettier than they were, and he'd be pissed off. I think it was not Anne Boleyn. Who was the other one? Anna Cleves.
Uh-huh.
He thought she was freaking ugly, and because he made her look better in the picture. But I heard she's actually pretty. She just dissed him, and that's why he didn't like her.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he had issues. That's cool, Zach.
He's gross.
Yeah.
He was gross. He's gross.
Well, syphilis will do that.
Ugh. I watched that whole series, The Tudors, and I got really into it. I think it was back in 2009 it was on. It was on a long time ago. But I'm like, oh my God, his wives kept getting younger and younger, and he was getting fatter and and they couldn't clean the sores back then, and they only took one bath. I'm like, I would never want to live back then. Like the women, they couldn't sleep with him because he just smelled like crusty sores.
Why they liked, well, the French with their little cloths and the perfume, because, you didn't make it outside in Versailles. You were just taking a dump in a fireplace. And
Yeah, they had to hold it under you. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys today still smell like that, I think, even though they have all these amenities. It's a shame. Please don't chase away the viewers. All right.
Yeah, all right. Good call. We'll put a stop to that discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Good one, Red. Hey.
Bob Marley had a white father. It was Chris Lane.
Yeah, man. Legalize it. Don't criticize it.
Legalize it. Yeah.
This is just historical facts, Gary. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what happened.
I thought they would take a dump outside the wall of like where they lived, and it would just go down to the ground.
Yeah, obviously, but Versailles was huge, and you weren't making it outside, so that's what you did. Before indoor plumbing was a thing.
Hi,
The
Darren.
Romans were way ahead of everything. I mean, they had indoor plumbing and aqueducts and all that. I walked on a road in Croatia that the Romans built at the time of Christ. And it was a lot better than the road down the street here.
No potholes there, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, they invented concrete, and then we forgot how to make it for almost 5 centuries. Like, oh, yeah. The Romans had to figure it out.
Everyone's heard of Hadrian's Wall over here, that divides England and Scotland. But there's another Roman wall called the Antonine Wall. And the traces where it ends is literally about 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
You should send us pictures.
There's not a lot to see, to be honest, but I know it's there. And
Okay.
That's the important thing. I know it's there.
What is just behind me up the road, though, is William Wallace's well.
Who's well?
I can't say it.
William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
The Braveheart guy.
Oh. Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Just say Mel Gibson.
Now I know.
Yeah, a famous well where he kind of, there's a little bridge there, and he had under it from the English before he gathered his army, and we defeated the English at Stirling Bridge. Big famous battle there.
Indeed.
Did you know that, Chris?
I did.
So it's just me.
Actually, the
That's
first
good history.
the first amateur army to ever defeat a professional army of knights in European history.
Wow.
Go on, the Scots.
Go Scots, yeah.
They can take our lives, but they can't take our freedom.
Pretty much from that moment on is when Scottish nationalism became something to be proud of again.
See, there you go.
We have the Freedom Trail. Paul Revere.
It's true.
We got a lot of
Actually-
famous things in Boston. Although you corrected me on the Plymouth Rock. It was
I did, because-
it was the Pilgrims, not Christopher Columbus. That's
Right. Again, this is where we have a little private chat, and I often have to give history lessons because we get confused. But yeah,
He's
Christopher
making fun
Columbus-
of me, everybody.
No,
we have-
I'm
we have the
not making
Plymouth
fun of
Rock.
everybody who doesn't know history. I love history.
I love
Yes,
history.
I always hated it.
I majored on it at school.
It's
see.
interesting to hear about, but as a subject in school, I hated it because it was just memorizing to me. I liked hands-on, like math.
Right.
You're learning things, or
I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Seven Dust. He knows Plymouth. I sent them a picture of the Plymouth Rock, saying this is the most disappointing tourist attraction because it's so famous and it's got like walls around it. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to touch it.
it's a rock, and again, it's arbitrary. We don't know that it's the actual Plymouth Rock.
Chris, why don't you just tell me that Santa's fake too, please? You're gonna ruin everything.
No, Santa's real as it gets. Plymouth
Hey,
Rock.
it had the year carved in it. The Pilgrims actually did that.
No, but
I love a good Freedom Trail.
yeah. Now, actually, that tour through Boston where you walk through those places that is fantastic. I did it a couple years ago when Chris graduated from Boston University.
Did you just then? Wow.
Yeah, and we walked, I don't know, 8 miles or however long it was in my flip-flops. It was fantastic.
It's fun. And it's all done up nicely. It's all brick walkways and all that in the
Oh,
path. And yeah,
All U.S. history loved it. Yeah, it was fantastic.
the Paul Revere house is there. Yeah. All that stuff.
All about it.
See, we did all that like probably once as a kid. And then you live here, you take it for granted, right? But you had to do
Well,
at
that's
least
the thing. No, and you shouldn't take it for granted because a lot of New Yorkers have never been to the Statue of Liberty, never been to Ellis Island.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Blows me away, but no. It's a good thing you didn't teach spelling, Brett. I'm just saying. History, I'm sure you were probably a very good history teacher. Spelling, I bet he had to be lenient on the papers. Like,
Carved.
you got most of the letters of Plymouth Rock in there. Yeah, it's good.
It's his keyboard.
Yeah, that is a thing. And it pisses me off because Apple charges a premium for the extended keyboard, but this one's getting a little touchy,
Yeah.
and it's starting to introduce stupider errors than I normally do. So
Mine's hard to
maybe.
press. They're like low keys. I guess that they're all low keys nowadays.
Yeah, me too.
But it's like, yeah, they're just, you got to press them hard or else you don't make the right word. And with my nails, it's even harder.
hard.
Allie's here. Hi, Allie.
Hey, Allie, what's going on? Good to see
Hi,
ya.
Alec.
We woke you up with
hello.
our banter about history.
Yep. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. And in school, then repeat the class. So, yeah.
You got to press them hard.
Yeah, my problem ain't my nails either. It's like I think I'm on a key and I'm on the key next to it. Yeah, whoops.
I think I have
Especially
like
when I'm a
3
little
keyboards
far away.
downstairs. I was going to replace it, but I'm like, I think they're all wired ones, like USB. I'm like, I don't think I could even reach. I still have a tower computer, which is down there. I don't even think I can get a USB cord to go all the way there behind my desk. So.
To get an extender, and yeah, sometimes it doesn't have the power. Need more power, and I'm giving it all I've got, Captain.
Allie got stuck on the Freedom Trail behind a bagpipe parade. Only you, Allie. Only you.
That could, well, it depends on what they were playing. I mean, there's nothing worse than bad bagpipers. I know you would agree with that. Good bagpipes, all about it. Love it.
Sticky keyboards. All right. Well, I mean, if they're in Boston and they're on the Freedom Trail, they must have been professional, good bagpipers.
Not necessarily.
Well, a lot of people that have never been to Scotland, they think everybody over here plays bagpipes. Apart from in Edinburgh, you'll see quite a few because it's more touristy than Glasgow is. But the only time you ever hear bagpipes is when somebody is getting married.
We were just talking about that from my church next door, right? That's the only time I hear them, but I'm not in Scotland. But
The
guess-
one passed the other day there. They were getting married in a horse-drawn carriage with big Clydesdale horses.
yes,
As usual, I wasn't fast enough to get my phone out and take a photo.
we wanted to see it. Like, yeah, I just looked. I didn't take a picture.
There you go. James said, like I said, just get an extension.
I guess I can. Yeah, I might even be out of. Actually, I forgot I have this. I have one on my desk.
Oh no, lost the
right.
yellow line. Couldn't find the big boat. I gotta say, the Constitution was one of the best parts of that. That was awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Touring the USS
buttons.
Constitution was amazing. Yeah, bagpipes. And that's another thing, cultural appropriation, right? The Irish, go around with bagpipes and everything, but bagpipes are not Irish. They stole them from the Scots. Just saying.
And not everybody in Scotland plays a bagpipe. So I
Hey,
get it.
I mean, it was fair. The Scots stole whiskey from us, so, we were exchanging things.
What's the Nirvana song? You doing one with Ali?
Oh no, it's been a long running thing. It was a Nirvana song. I said I was going to do it on bagpipes
In a kilt,
and a kilt. Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that not an easy instrument to learn to play. I had a buddy who was trying, and he had like little practice the pipes that he kept in his car, and he never got good at it.
I would think it would be difficult. I mean, you have to know how to
It's
pump it the right way and exit right.
It's all about controlling your breathing. Because you're pretty much you're playing like maybe 20, 30, 40 different notes on one
Breath.
one breath. Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't have the lung capacity.
and it's not really an instrument that plays and it's not really intonated, so everything always sounds a little bit sharp or a little bit flat. That's just the way the notes come out.
Right.
So
Well, that's what gives it its unique sound, I think, right?
yeah, sounds like a cat getting slapped at times. Huh?
Yeah. Like it's one long note all the time. The
Yeah, the drone.
the
No,
other
yeah,
ones are going around it. Yeah.
yeah.
Not that no one here knows what a bagpipe sounds like, but that was my interpretation. Chris, give me the one eyebrow.
That's right. You got the famous one eyebrow.
Yeah.
Really?
I can't do that. I can close one eye, but
I mostly can do it with this one. I can do it with the other one, but this one goes up farther.
can you go back and forth?
Yeah, well. No. Sometimes more than others.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one side is not as good as the other right currently.
Yeah, that's true.
Anywho,
What's a bagpipe sound like again? I know, James. Young people like you probably never heard one.
you would hope. Amazing Grace on bagpipes is pretty good if played properly.
Amazing Grace. I can play an acoustic fingerstyle version of that on guitar.
But it's not a bagpipe, is it?
No, but
Oh, we missed a joke in the chat, but you guys are doing great tonight. Speaking
having
of
fun.
which, I'm not kind of slacking on playing new music, so let me cue up something I heard yesterday, the day before, that I kind of liked. We're going to do this one. No, actually, we're going to do this one because this is totally different from our discussion, and why not? But it's our good friend, Colorful Energy.
Yay.
And this is a new one from her. I think she just put this out 2 days ago. So this is some of her original
I haven't seen it, so this will be
metal
great.
techno. And I love it when she gets guitar and gets going on metal. So here is Colorful Energy, or C for short.
Put it on Thomas last night.
Woo!
Clap. That was
She's awesome.
amazing.
She's so good.
That was fantastic.
I'm just going to put her link in here because I just grabbed it.
That's good stuff.
I'm glad you played that because I saw that she came out with something. I didn't get to it yet this week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got to say a couple things about, I mean, she's primarily known as a keyboardist, but she can rock a guitar, and she's got a couple of cool guitars, and they sound awesome. And her green screen work is impeccable.
Talk about crisp. Yeah.
You never see a halo or a funny edge. She is just absolutely fantastic at it. I really enjoy her stuff.
I don't know. I think of her as a guitarist because I've seen her do a lot of metal stuff for hippie shows and all that too. So I do think of her as that as well as a keyboardist. But you're right. She's mainly known for awesome improv that she does on keyboards.
Yeah, that's the second time I've seen it. I saw it last night, and I mentioned to her about one of the guitars she was playing as a Godin from Canada.
Oh, yeah?
It's a beautiful one. Beautiful guitar.
We never get a chance to ask her how many she has and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I tell her all the time, you got to come on. She come on my show and talk to us, but she types English better than she...
Yeah,
she
is a little sensitive about her English, but her English is fine.
Yeah.
She speaks
probably better than mine.
I was going to
say she speaks better than half the people on my panel. No, I'm kidding.
It's not wrong.
Depending on how much we've all had to drink.
Yeah, for sure.
You're welcome,
other things,
Jane.
but yeah, that was a fun song, and I have enjoyed her music since I got in this community. So I just like to pay attention when she does something new.
A wonderful person, which makes her music even better to me.
Yeah, she's lovely,
super nice, and has family here in Colorado. So she's in the state occasionally. I don't think she's been back recently, but yeah.
Wow.
She has either a sister or some relation here in Colorado, and she will come visit every once in a while. She never says hi to me, but you know.
Chris, I was going to say that there's an young Irish couple I know who do now that kind of van life. You see a lot of people doing, pretty much living out of a van, just traveling everywhere. They were in Denver 2 weeks ago, and they said every single person they spoke to there was lovely. They said it was a beautiful place, beautiful people.
Yeah, no, Denver is. It's, in my opinion, it's not as great as it used to be in some ways, but it's still a pretty cool city. And the people here are nice, and basically because we want to be here.
And they kept mentioning how beautiful the mountains were and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. Well, that's it. On my drive to take my wife to work, I can see Pikes Peak to the south of me, just standing majestically. And then I can look up north, and it's almost 100 miles north, and I can see Longs Peak. And it's just, the mountains are just laid out on my drive. It's not a bad way to go to work every day.
If I walk outside and I walk up for 5 minutes just up the hill a bit, when I get to the top, I can see the second highest mountain in Scotland from there.
Wow.
Glasgow's pretty much it's almost like a bowl. It's surrounded by mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of volcanic stuff that used to go on there and stuff like that. So you can actually see all the way up to Loch Lomond. So you've got, as I say, Ben Lomond, the second highest mountain in Scotland, which I've climbed.
Yeah, and, you're crazy.
What's the elevation? I'm just curious.
It's not that high compared to like Ben Nevis, which is the highest. It's probably something like 3,000 feet. Not a lot, not very high. But then if you go further on, Everest is 27,000 feet, I think.
Wow. And that's only 3,000, you said? I mean, it's still, believe me, a feat to climb yourself, but...
Well, when you go to even, what's it called again, like Pakistan, you've got the mountain range there as well. You've got some of the highest mountains in the world.
Must be pretty. Do you get winds down there? Like, are you considered in a valley with those mountains surrounding you? Is it very windy?
Not really, no.
Or are you protected more?
I would say so, yeah. Kind of protected more. You do, bizarrely, we do get the odd, very mild though, tornado here.
Really?
Yeah, just the way the way the weather system works. But
That's odd.
it's pretty rare though. But the great thing is, I say, if I want to go and do some hiking or camping or anything, it's a 20-minute drive up the road. You
Right
know,
there.
you can go pretty much. There's the Campsie Hills, which you can see from just out there.
Hmm.
From there all the way up to Inverness, it's pretty much just countryside. You could go and never see another person.
Wow.
You know, it's beautiful.
Best of
That's
all the
cool.
worlds.
And see, everything
Right in
is
that area.
relative. I mean, James is saying you have to breathe differently. For perspective, 3,000 for Hugh. I live at 6,000 feet right here, my
Already-
front door.
Yeah.
So that's and I'm east of Denver proper. As you guys know, the Mile High City, 5280.
Yeah.
But I actually live. Denver is in a bowl too, and I live on the east side and in some of the higher hills to the east. So I'm actually above Denver proper. My elevation is 6,024 feet right here at my house. And again, for history folks, remember the Smoky Hill Trail when people came west? I literally live on the Smoky Hill Trail. So,
Okay.
and I'm close. I'm between 10 Mile and 8 Mile. They would have way stations and into Denver. And so I live between 20 Mile is down in Parker where my brother lives. I'm between 10 Mile and 8 Mile.
Ali was asking, am I near any water? Well, yeah, I'm on the west coast, so I would probably say about 40-minute drive to the coast, something like that.
No, not bad. And mountains and ocean, that's pretty good.
Can I Google Earth it? Not exactly where you live, but I just love looking at
Oh, Google Earth is the shit. I
like
love that.
right the
thing.
3D. It's like so amazing to see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to
I
download.
really like Google Earth. It's handy.
I love when you put in like from where you live to where somewhere you want to go, and it's so scary. It like goes and it's around the earth.
Yeah.
And like,
My favourite place in Scotland is it's a place called Glencoe,
yeah.
and I don't know if you've ever heard about the famous Campbell's and McDonald's clan, who one clan murdered the other with the backing of the English at the time. It's pretty famous. This was a bit back in the day. Well, it's if you like good looking scenery, Glencoe is beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, see, this
I'm
is the
getting
thing. We're
scared.
getting a little world geography here. Jade does her walk with me. We get to see, things around Australia. We got a little bit of Pete tonight, so we saw a little Adelaide, get some Hugh, telling you a little bit about Denver. I should try and do Google Earth and then put it up on the screen because that might be fun to do sometime and kind of.
Yeah,
That's I'm looking at
Walk us
now. I'm
around.
trying, but it's giving me all these freaking ads. I have it on my phone, but
Val was asking, is Nessie real? Of course, she is.
she is.
There's little doubt. They're still finding stuff. I was reading the other day, they found a creature in the ocean that they've never seen before. It just popped up on, they're putting more and more cameras in the deep and they're like, what the hell is that? I've seen stuff that they've never
Scary.
seen before. So,
Loch Ness is so deep. There's fish that live near the bottom that don't have any eyes.
Yeah. That's
It's so
how many leagues under the sea is that? I know
I'm
it's
not really sure, but it's really, really deep.
Oh, you see that? Am I in the right spot here? I'm
Where
not gonna dox you, but am I in
Where's that?
Scotland? See, I don't even know how to get rid of this shit so you can see it, but so is this Scotland?
Let me see.
I think you're on the East Coast, though.
Now I'm in California.
California, yeah, that's close. I was
I
gonna
put
go,
in
that's west.
Glasgow.
Hey, yeah, there's I-5. So,
Am I spelling that right? Glasgow. Yeah. See, it keeps giving me this bullshit. I'm not adding any extensions. Oh well.
Well, it was fun to try.
I did this a second ago, and then oh, there we go. You can X out of it. This Glasgow, right? Yeah, there's lock something. We're getting close.
Yeah,
There you go.
as I was
Zoom
saying
in
to
on
you,
that bad boy.
So are you
map,
near here where the ocean is?
I don't know why I'm pointing at the map. You can't see the map.
I know. Why don't you pull it up?
Right, see where the blue marker is for Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep zooming in a bit.
I'm gonna find your house.
Oh no.
No.
Right, where are we? Okay. See if you just go to your right slightly, and you'll see a place there called Ridley.
Ridley,
I
right
see
there.
it.
Yeah, I'm near there.
Okay. So yeah, so west of
That's
Glasgow.
all you're getting.
All right.
But,
cool.
That's enough. Oh, that's cool.
if
But
you
how,
look at Loch
how is
Lomond,
that close? Is this the ocean that you're close to here?
yes, it's
That's only
40 miles to the ocean, and it's 40 miles to Edinburgh, which is on the east coast.
Okay. Cool.
And that big, see, up just above and to the left, the dark area, that's Loch Lomond.
Right here.
No, to the left.
Other way.
Oh, sorry.
Other left. There you go. Oh, Loch Lomond is under the white thing. There you
Oh,
go.
right here.
Right there.
That's Loch Lomond, yeah.
Oh, did you send a picture of that once before? Like one of the
Probably,
lakes. It's beautiful. With like surrounding with the forage and all that.
yeah. Yeah, I used to go canoeing in Loch Lomond every weekend.
It's beautiful. Let's see how close we can get. It's scary. Ooh. It's dark.
Can you
Can't
do?
you do, like,
Can you
street
do Street View?
I'm like, where is it? I'm not used to doing this on the computer. It's gonna be one of these.
Use it on the side, innit?
It's not even showing me like. I don't know what these buttons are because it's not showing me anything. Oh, view street view. There we go. Oh, it's an ad. Hold on, wait for it to X out.
Just hit close.
It's an ad. It'll fucking pop me up to somewhere else, won't it?
No.
If I touch any of it.
Just hit close.
See? Oh, you're
No.
right.
When will you learn, woman? When I tell you to do something,
Don't
it's
you
because I
woman me.
know
That's so
I'm
sexist.
right. Well, I could call you gender
Man.
non-specific.
Well, you say woman like I'm dumb because I'm a woman.
No,
I haven't
that's
used
not
this.
what I'm implying.
All right, so we're on Street View right now. Doesn't look it.
You're back
I think you went back to California.
to California, yeah.
Oh, I didn't do anything. You saw. We're doing this all together.
Yeah, we're learning together. That's what we do here. Yeah, Hugh does have the best nose
Son of a
ever.
bitch.
You have a request, Hugh. In the chat, they said, tell everyone to fuck off
Ooh.
because we'd
Oh,
like to
look.
hear it in your accent.
Pepe's Pili Pili. I like Pepe's. We got a Pepe's Pizza. Well, we're not going to where you live, but what did you want the street view of? Oh, this is kind of cool. Little park of circles.
Where are you?
We're in Park Circus, University of Glasgow.
Yeah, that's where I went.
You did?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a place, really beautiful part of the west end of Glasgow up there.
That looks so cool.
And see if you zoom out a little more and you get to the centre of Glasgow. See the actual grid for the very centre of Glasgow. They used that as the template for New York when they built New York, Manhattan.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Central
find.
Park. See, there you go. Again,
If you notice, all the streets are like arrow straight.
Well, they're either like west or east or like that, named after like that, like in New York is.
So yeah, you need to go more to your right to get to the centre. It's kind of hard to see from here, but
I know. I'm trying to find Glasgow again. Oh, there we go. So here.
Yeah. Right, and go right to the middle.
Right?
Where it says Merchant City. That kind of area.
Oh.
You've got St Vincent Street. That's the River Clyde just down below there. So
All right,
you're near you're near the centre there.
Okay.
If you could see Street View, you would just see it better though. But obviously, you can't seem to get it.
I thought I was, but I'm gonna get spit. Look at. Ooh. Now we're in California, right? Yep.
Yeah.
All right, screw this. Get rid of it.
All right. Well, that was fun. All right.
Figure it out one day.
Yeah, that was
Figure it
fun.
out. You know, I do it on my phone. It's like no problem, but yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll around here, it's all these pop-up ads. Anyhow, it's good to see your country there.
Oh, Gary said, can we zoom into Regina next?
I should pull up Regina. You sent one of those.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since he's been there.
Good stuff.
Is that
it's
Google? Well, I
funny
thought
how
it was
that-
Google.
Cities are laid out. Denver, if you come, everything runs north and south until Denver proper. Denver proper runs at a 45 degrees. It goes northwest and southeast because of Cherry Creek. So when you build the city, the Cherry Creek cuts through there. That's where they found gold, and that's why Denver is where it is. And Denver has turned 45, the downtown area, to north-south.
Oh.
And most cities are that way because if they're laid along the river, that's what they have to do.
One known as Regina. Oh, you guys
Our
love
chat
Regina.
has the best fun, don't they?
They
Yeah,
do.
they're
They
awesome.
do.
Well, and that's the point of this show. Everybody get together, have a good time.
Yeah. Hang out.
Gets a little too real sometimes.
Exactly.
You just hang out, yeah.
Yeah, the world is not as fun as we are. I think we
No.
can all agree on that. Indeed.
Yeah,
So
and
tell us.
people that
a
take
little
everything really seriously, I've got 2 words for them. The second word is off.
There you
Exactly. Exactly.
go. Indeed.
Calm down.
You know
Calm
what?
down.
Don't take it too seriously because none of us get out of this alive.
Whether you eat all meat or not.
You know what? It doesn't matter what you eat. At some point, you just die. Maybe you live a little longer. Maybe you don't. Who knows?
Not in our hands. Can be, but it's not. All right, I'm going to get going because it's almost 12:30. I'm
Sounds
going to bed
good.
earlier. So.
Well, before you go, though,
Yeah,
tell us just a little bit about your show tomorrow night.
sure. Thank you. Tomorrow night's Hugh Caldwell birthday.
Who?
I'm
This
going to
guy?
play some. Yes. If you haven't heard, with his hat, I hope you wear your hat. You don't have to, but yeah, I'm going to play some of his music. We're going to have special guests on who want to say hi to him. We're going to do some birthday games that he's probably never played when he was young because he's never had a birthday. So we're going to have lots of fun, I think. We're just going to hang out. I was going to make cake, but I can't eat it, Hugh. So we'll just pretend there's cake.
We'll make meat cake.
Meat cake. Yeah, so make sure you join us and come say hi to Hugh. I mean, I have a short out about it. I have a community post out about it. I have emails out about it. So if you haven't heard about it, you're gonna be the only one not there because everybody's gonna be there.
So,
Everyone, like we said, all about Hugh.
I feel I don't know what to say about this, but I'm kind of
What?
shocked. I'm kind of shocked.
No, well, we've been talking about wanting to do this for you, so I'm so
I
glad
know,
you're
I know.
here.
Just I'm not used to being
Exactly.
what's the word?
The center of attention,
Yeah.
or
No, just somebody sort of just being too kind all the time. Not used to it.
Yeah.
well, we love you and you deserve it. So I'm glad
Thank
that
you.
we're all doing this. It's a show for anybody who hasn't had a birthday, but it's mostly for you, Hugh. Because I know you well, and you do deserve this.
Thank you.
Not that we
Thank
get anything special, but it will be fun, I think.
it'd be fun. It's fun to celebrate people you like and
Yes.
like to hang out with, and that's
Absolutely.
what it is. It's just an excuse to hang out with a dude we like.
Should be a jam-packed show. And we got a surprise for Hugh that he doesn't know about, so I think he's going to like it.
Oh dear.
Don't
I
ruin
won't
the
make you dance.
surprise. Yeah.
I won't make you get up and dance.
What's her name?
No. Wait till your doorbell rings in the middle of the night.
That would
She comes
impress
walking
me,
in.
Lori.
You know what? Holy shit.
Do,
I do have his address. I got a hat there somehow.
going to say, did it do Susanna Hoff's DoorDash?
Oh.
There you go.
You know, maybe you do DoorDash, but I remember when I tried, there was some reason why I couldn't. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, probably because it's 5 a.m.
Exactly.
Like, even though the restaurants are open, like we're not delivering a meat pie at 5 a.m.
Yeah, everything would be shut.
Yeah,
Hoggish.
it should be fun. You guys check your emails if you haven't already. I've included a lot of you, but anyhow, we will see you there. I hope.
Yeah. I'm going to scoot as well because I'm getting really tired.
Oh
No, that's cool.
You know what I
all
wish you would
about
do though, Hugh? Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe take your camera and move it down so your head's more centered.
I'll
Can
do
you-
that
Can you
tomorrow.
move
Yeah.
that? Yeah, like move it down.
It normally is what I did though. I've changed it. I've got my monitor on a stand that's normally.
I was
not
going to say
on.
the monitor's really high, right? And your camera's
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
I can fix that easy. Sorry.
Dude, I want to see you centered. I want it because you're going to be displayed tomorrow.
You're going to be the birthday boy.
That's,
You want to see the muscles as well?
there you go. Yeah.
Absolutely. Show us
Woo!
those guns.
All right. We'll stay. If you're leaving, Chris, we'll stay with you and go out. Unless you're
I'm
staying
not
up.
leaving.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not yet.
All right.
Not just yet. You guys can get the hell out of here.
Thanks for
right.
having us.
Of
Cheers,
course.
cheers, Chris. Thanks a lot, mate.
Thanks for
See you
hanging.
tomorrow. Awesome,
Thanks for
Chris.
being
Have
my
fun.
friend. All right. See you
Yeah.
both tomorrow.
Cheers, Laurie.
Love you. Bye. Cheers.
Bye, guys. There they go. Hugh Caldwell and Lori's Mishmash. Just a couple of the friends that hang out at Chris and Friends. And we'll be hanging out with Lori tomorrow night. I don't know when I'll show up to the show, but I will be there at some point. As I know many of you will, because we all love Hugh. He's a great dude. And very, I'm going to play a little Hugh. I didn't want to do it while he was here. Because, again, he's going to get embarrassed tomorrow. But I've worked with Hugh a number of times now. And the dude's a great guitar player. He's got a great ear for it. And I'm going to play this one because other members of the community did this cover recently. And they did a great job with it. We always say, it's not a competition. Except it's me. I'm a little competitive. And people know that. Lori certainly knows that about me. And I loved what they did. No question about that. But I loved doing my version with Hugh. I just liked it better. For a couple reasons. A, because it got Hugh on it and he killed it. And B, it was literally one of the first things I recorded when I started putting my music together. And I really like this artist. And I wanted to do this song. And it's not one of his, maybe his better known ones. But I really like this particular artist. And like I said, I recorded it. But it's got to have the great guitar solo, and that's what Hugh brings to it. So everybody, put your hands together for Hugh Caldwell and our version of Out in the Fields by Gary Moore. And what the hell is going on here? There we go.
Doesn't matter matter if you're wrong or if you're right. Don't try to hide behind the cause for which you fight. There'll be no prisoners taken when the day is done. No flag or uniform ever stop the bullet from a gun. It reveals the fighting has begun. All the streets are falling one by one. All the stars and all will die each day. Death is just a heartbeat away. There's no communication, no one to take the blame. The cries of every nation have fallen on deaf ears again.
They're falling one by one. No flags ever stop the bullet from a gun. Thousands more will die each day.
Death is just a heartbeat away. A heartbeat
Wanted to give that one a spin for his birthday. One of the number of things he and I have done together, and just I love working with the guy. And it's just mutually beneficial because I get great guitar playing, and he always says to me, "You always choose songs that really challenge me a little bit." I'm like, well, yeah. I like to pick songs that challenge me vocally and on bass, and so it stands to reason that maybe challenge him a little bit on guitar, because that's what's fun to do. And he did a great job with that. I mean, that is, you listen to the original, it's note for note perfection, really, and the tone. So you're the man. Love working with you, brother. So yeah, hey, thank you, Allie. Appreciate it. Yeah, he was doing good, and he was back to playing. And you did a little work for me on one of my songs here recently, and again, I'm going to ask him to do some more because I dig his guitar playing. He adds a lot to my music. And that was, if you were here for the beginning of the show, Pete was suggested to him that he start doing collaborations, do a show, YML, of nothing but collaborations. And I suggested to him you could split it up and do collaborations originals and collaborations cover. And I'm very blessed that I've actually done both with you. So I guess a little bit of a selfish agenda there, but I'm covered either way. And so look for that. As Pete said, watch this space for that. Oh, that's not good. Are you getting some storms there, Dog Paw? Because the weather, it's tornado season in various parts of the country, and the weather has been shit. So I hope you're all right, man. Although it is Texas, and Texas electrical grid is a little wonky, and they lose power with some regularity, unfortunately. So, yeah. Hey, good night, Rhett. Be well, my friend. And look forward to you doing some more streaming. Rhett has, he just pops on with the little mixing things sometimes, and I always like his show. Love to catch it live when I can. But it's good stuff. That is true. James Myers and I have done both covers and originals now. And I'm working on that video for the one that my original that you helped me out on, James. So I'm hoping to have that in the next couple weeks and finish this damn magazine, get it to the printer, and then I can finish that video and we'll have some new stuff out. So indeed. Well, seemed like I had something else I wanted to talk about tonight. We've already covered that I'm covering for Dom this Sunday, and he'll be back, when his finger gets a little bit better. As far as I know, even though it's Memorial Weekend here in the U.S., the normal shows are on normal time. So we'll have Valerie do tomorrow per usual, starting off we'll have Walk With Me with Jade per normal. Brenda is in Portland, Oregon, and I believe she was meeting up with the Falcro. So, and I believe she's doing her show Friday. Indy's show is on per normal. Then we've got the birthday bash for Hugh on Lori's. And then we got Gary, the Parking Lot Warrior, following up the birthday show. And then, Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise and the iPad cooperates, we'll have Leela doing the Midnight Chill. She was able to do it last week. She has got a new iPad on the way, but she still has her old one, and we're presuming it's going to work, and it's got one more show in it until the new one arrives. So that's the Friday schedule, and then Saturday, Camp G-May, the usual stuff, Jade's normal shows, etc., etc. And then Sunday, I think Valerie will have her show. Michael Songs will 12 noon Eastern. Valerie is 1 o'clock Eastern, and then the usual, Jade show, The Rant, Pete Johns, all of that. Hey, there's Jade right there. Very good. So tell us a little, give us a sneaky peeky. Where are you going on a walk with me this week, Jade? Because Jade knows I'm a trained nerd. I so loved the tour last time. That was a great museum, and those guys were doing a beautiful job restoring those cars. So I was digging that. Okay. Fitzroy. All right. So everybody tune in, walk with me. Sometimes it's walk with me, bike with me, as it was last week with Jade, and get to see a little bit of Melbourne and surrounding areas. Okay, trendy suburb. Well, we like the sound of that. That was a good show last week. Eating in the old commuter car restaurant. That was all, I was, as a trained nerd, all about it. So here, Gary's throwing a link for us. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I think that's what I have to share for this evening. I've got to decide what I'm going to play. If anybody, I will say this, anybody in the chat, if you got anything to promote, if you're going to be any place, if you know you're going to be on Gmaze or whatever, let everybody know what you're doing this weekend so we can all find each other, because we're, in the U.S. we'll be barbecuing or doing whatever we're doing. And, I've got, like I said, I think I'm going to have my sister-in-law over for most of the weekend, which means we'll be eating and carousing and having some good times, but we will be on shows too. So let everybody know where you're going to be in the chat. Appreciate it. And I'm going to play a couple things. Yeah, Lori took that. And she's not, I can see why she did that, but took it the wrong way. I don't woman people. Just trying to get her attention. It's like, I'm trying to tell you how this works, but not mansplaining, because we don't do that either. Because if you start mansplaining, then usually you're wrong. So I avoid the mansplaining. I've been married for 35 years. I don't do stupid stuff like that. I do plenty of stupid stuff, but not, I know better than that one. So, all right. I'm going to find me, I will probably play at least 2 songs, if not 3. I'm going to play 2 for sure. I'm going to play one of my favorite Dom songs from Flower Fest. And then I will probably play a song that I did on his show a couple weeks ago. And I think those will be the 2 songs. Yeah, there you go. See, anyone else would get a smack. I think those will be the 2 songs that we'll play tonight. So, as always, you guys make the show. Oh, that's the other one, Mr. Smith. Yeah, and I believe Valerie will be on with Mr. Smith. They'll be doing their show, which I love that show. That's a great show. Tune in. And, of course, Pole Vault and Sunshine Archer will have the weekend warm-up. See, every week, I almost forget somebody because there's so much good stuff going on Friday. But I said Indy, I said Brenda, I got Pole Vault Sunshine in, and thanks to Gary and the reminder on Mr. Smith, I got everybody in. I left no one out for the first time in 2 weeks, I think. So there we go. All right, well, let's hear a little Dom Father and then perhaps a little me. But you guys make the show. Thanks for being here every Thursday. It is great to hang out with you guys. You guys rock. And I appreciate you. And on that, here's little Dom Father. Oh, I just so effed up. Damn it. I hit the wrong thing. All right.
Alley Patches, are you ready for our next performer?
Oh, yeah.
You want to let us know who the next performer is?
Well, isn't it? I heard a rumor that it's the Dom Father.
Some people call him the Space Cowboy. Some call him the gangster of the Dom Father. Looking for his overlay. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Dom Father. What's up, Dom?
Yo, everybody, what's going on?
Yo, what up?
How you doing? As I always used to tell my mother, you can call me a lot of things, you just can't call me late for supper. All right, so here we go. Died for his country, fought in no wars, just like his father and his father before him. All of his life, he didn't need more. He was always so proud when he came through the door. Tattered and torn, and he prayed to the Lord. He told his family his day was fine. Ate his supper in silence. Didn't take long for weight of the world to grind his bones into dust. When it's all over, maybe we'll see if we just died for another man's greed. He had a father never at home, was the provider, or so he was told. Nourished our bellies, was not there to hold. Dying real slow all through the week. They left no bruises but a tear down his cheek. He made no excuses, he tempered his grief. Didn't take long for the weight of the world to grind his bones into dust. When it's all over, maybe we'll see if we just die for another man's greed. 'Cause that bends you and break you, then they forsake you, 'cause they're all just cogs in their wheel. Took it in stride and he swallowed his pride to bring home his family's next meal. Didn't take long for the weight of the world to grind your bones into dust. When it's all over, maybe you'll see if he just died for another man's greed.
Bit. But last song I was going to do is a new song, and it's called Feel the Sun.
Searching till my journey's at its end. Hurt and sorrow everywhere. They just say that life ain't fair, and no one even seems to care. And I can't feel the sun. No, I can't feel the sun. But I've got promises to keep. Mountains high and valleys deep. One This is where my journey's at its end. Time is through, my journey's done. I've run the best my race was run. Lift my head and see heaven, and I will see the sun. Yes, I will see the sun. Oh, I will see the sun.